This is your host Tom, coming to you from 734 Games, and today we're hitting up some of my backlog. See, this is a game I've been playing a while, but I kind of got away from it, and I decided to hit up more of my backlog because I really want to finish some of these awesome games. And today we're talking about Sleeping Dogs. Now, this is a game by United Front Games, and of course, Feral Interactive did the Mac version. I don't know why they didn't do a Linux version. It's kind of half. I mean, more people. I think more people game on Linux than Mac. I could be wrong about that, but. And of course, it was this game was published by Square Enix, and of course, Feral Interactive they published the Mac version. It's available on Steam and it's on Xbox One, PlayStation 4. I don't think there's a Switch version. It's like $20 though right now. And that's the definitive edition. I'm sorry, this is Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition. And I mean, there was an older version on the Xbox 360 and PS3, and it's a good game. Open world. The fighting system is based on kung fu. I mean, you can shoot. You do have guns, and obviously you can get in cars and drive around the city. And this is Hong Kong before China took over it and ruined it. So basically, this is old Hong Kong, not the Hong Kong that's there today, the prison camp Hong Kong that's under the communist Chinese rule. But this was free Hong Kong back in the day. It's funny though, the prices are a little bit off because if you know about the Hong Kong dollar in the game, like you have like a bun costs you $25, so it's kind of weird because like that would be like $25, American. So that would have to be a really good pork bun. I know my pork buns. I know a little bit about my Chinese food, family and all. But anyway, Sleeping Dogs is a fun game. There's a lot of things to do in the game, a lot of activities. The fighting engine is excellent. The game is really well done. I'd love to see a sequel, although I don't think we're going to see a sequel. It'd be weird doing a sequel now unless they did it in a different time. Unless they said, okay, we're going to do a sequel, but it's going to be like a prequel in the 70s, or, in the 80s or 90s or something. Because, I mean, current Hong Kong is not a place where you could do a sequel. I mean, current China would not be a good backdrop unless you're, I would think it would definitely alienate a certain country that makes a lot of games. So that's not going to happen. But Sleeping Dogs is a fun game. It kind of takes you back to old Hong Kong when it was open and it was free, and there was a lot of stuff going on, good stuff, but a lot of bad stuff going on too. Obviously, when there's freedom, there's money. Where there's money, there's going to be organized crime. So that's pretty much just how things are. But anyway, this is a fun game. Great fighting engine. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm doing a lot of the activities. I'm going back, and I played probably about 20 hours. And definitely this is a game you want to pick up. And this game should run pretty well, especially on the Xbox, where it'll probably get a free upgrade for the Series X. I don't know, as far as playing stuff on the PlayStation 5, as far as I know, you play a game on the PS5, and that game is basically, it runs at the same resolution it ran on. It's not like changed at all. So you're not going to get any enhancements. But anyway, you can still play it, and it's a good game, and even at 1080p. And it's funny because even on that 1X, this game is still only 1080p, which I kind of wish it for a 4K mode, but it doesn't have that. So, you just got to do with what you got. But it's still a great game, still worth playing. It's just one of those games that you want for your collection. And obviously, there's no Linux version, so you're looking at the Windows version here. And I don't have a Mac or a Hackintosh. So I didn't go that route. But like I said, it's $20, and for $20, that's a good game. This is a lot of game here for that. And you're definitely going to enjoy it. Especially if you like Kung Fu movies, if you like the old Bruce Lee films, this is definitely a must-buy for you. And that's pretty much it for this episode of 734 Games. This is your host, Tom, signing off from 734 Games and Game Time, where gaming is alive.
I found one of your statues.
The boar, an important part of the collection. Ever think about going back to the States?
It didn't work the first time. Why would it again? And the past goes with you wherever you go.
So you will confront the past rather than run from it.
Damn straight.
I wonder, is the past something we can defeat? Or is it something we simply come to terms with? What would you like to learn? There's so little about skill. Awful. I'm ashamed to call myself your teacher. Your failure is truly breathtaking. Harder! I'm there for you. My shame at your performance. Please stop by again if you find one of my statues.